Great afternoon, everybody. Great Wellness Wednesday. It's your girl Kat chiming in with you today to bring you some information, to bring you some updates, and pour into your motivation and wellness cap on today. Hoping that it will help infuse you, that it will pair with your energy to make you go even further and to support you along the way, along this journey. We're all on a journey, right? Look, happy 2026. It has been a minute and we are full-fledged in the new year. It's like the second, third week in January. Look, and I pray that you guys are still going forward. That's all we're about here on Chat with Kat and Friends, and Emerge to Wellness Support Services is helping and support you in your emotional wellness and going forward, whether that's in prayer, whether it's in giving you strategies and tips, all of the above, or whether it's a meeting you at group. Look, we have a group this Friday, as a matter of fact, at 3203 West North Avenue at the Enid Pratt Library, not Enid Pratt Library affiliated, at the Enid Pratt Library at 3:30. Meet us there, you. This is for youth ages 10 through, we'll say, 15, 16. Yes, 10 through 15, 16 years old. I mean, it's open to anybody. Older youth are welcome to come because it's relevant information. This Friday we will be discussing responsibility. Man, nothing that I love more than meeting with my youth, meeting with the kiddos. They give me energy. I feel like they give me light, and it's just such a blessing. It's just a blessing to me. That's working in the vein of who I am and why I am here. So I love it. I love it. I love it tremendously, and I look forward to it every single time. And I'm a little down. I'm a little down when circumstances change and I'm not able to go, or there's a cancellation, or whatever the case may be, when things are different, because it gives me strength, it gives me hope, it gives me all the things, right? It pours into that cap of my inspiration, it pours into my blessed space, right? And enough about that. I pray your 2026 is going well, and I want to encourage you to keep on going. We at Emerge to Wellness Support Services want to encourage you to keep on going. Keep going in the goals and maybe plans that you may have set in place, and prayerfully they're still rolling. But you know what? If they aren't, we want to encourage you to pick them back up. Sometimes I remember feeling that voice inside, or that feeling of just disappointment or defeat. Yep, disappointment or defeat, tugging at me when things didn't go quite the way I wanted, and what that would do to me, and it may to you too. So I'm trying to offer you some suggestions and giving you some encouragement if this is you, and it may not be. And if it's someone that you know of, please pass it on. What it would do is it would deplete my energy and deplete my focus. I think deplete is the word, because I would feel deflated, like I don't even feel like it anymore, and it's so not the truth. Jump back on, start again, or pick up where you left off and keep on going. The most important thing is that you keep on going, because you never will know how accomplished you will feel unless you make the achievement, unless you finish that goal, unless you see it through. So show up for yourself, complete that goal, complete the status, that step, whatever it is, in its entirety. I want to encourage you to complete it in its entirety. Stay committed, stay consistent, resume, press the play button. Press the play button. I'm not even going to edit that out. Press the play button and keep on going. And keep on going. Pick yourself up and keep on going. And for those of us still rocking and rolling in it, yes, that is me. This time, there have been times that wasn't me. I'm still rocking and rolling in it, and I have been busy. And I'm so thankful for busyness, and so thankful for just walking in the fruit of knowing, understanding, and trusting who I am and who as I am. That's the great big part of what allows me and helps me to be me. So I want to pour that into you on today as well. Connecting to the creator, yes, gives me strength, gives me faith, gives me industry, gives me energy, and adds to the substance of who I am and all that will be accomplished through and in me. So next Saturday, I've been floating around a flyer on my social media pages, and that's Emerge to Wellness, the number two, always the number two, IG, and my personal Facebook page, and Chat with Cat and Friends Facebook page and Instagram page. So go in any one of those directions. Go in any one of those directions to message me. I will check in, whatever, to respond to any of the messages that might be up there. That would be awesome too. That's great. I will respond. That's another thing that I'm going to improve. I will respond. Also, yes, this flyer, and it's for next Saturday, January 26th. There is a youth life skills workshop. Oh my gosh, I am so excited. That's right in my wheelhouse. As soon as I saw that this was taking place, your girl jumped in, okay? And that's not something that I would have typically done, but in my growth, look, I'm doting on me in my growth. Look, so there is time, and you are still growing, and you will grow. If that's not the space that you're in and you're trying to get there, keep sowing, keep doing, keep praying, keep doing the work until it happens. Keep going. I want to implore you, as it's beg of you, to keep going, keep sowing. And nope, I haven't reached. I'm still reaching, still growing. And no, I'm not, but there is progress. So I'm thanking God and praying, and I'm thankful and praying to God for the progression of self-confidence, the progression of like just moving forward, of propelling and taking faith steps. That's what I'm doing, taking faith steps. And I'll go into that a little bit more right after this. The conference, and when I saw that the conference was happening, y'all know I love you. If you don't know, now you know. Now you know. That is my particular, close to my heart demographic. Any way that I can, any way that I am given the opportunity to, I am there. We are there as a whole. And I was saw the opportunity. I made the call, and your girl, Emerge to Wellness Support Services, will be facilitating one of the sessions. I'm so excited. So please register your children for this awesome workshop. There are several life skill sessions that are there, and it's kind of outlined on the flyer. In the comment section, my apologies, in the comment section of this, I will list the different areas that will be addressed by many different speakers. Many different facilitators are coming forward. Shout out to Ladies of Vision Charities Incorporated. Yay! Dr. Shanika Palmer and her whole crew. They are putting this on at Woodlawn High School, and it's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. And they solicited the assistance and the help and the collaboration of various people to come forward and instruct, guide, counsel, all the things, support our youth today, giving them skills and strategies that will assist them in making better decisions and staying away from peer pressure, or understanding what peer pressure is, and mental health awareness and management. That is the area and session that we will be facilitating in. and I'm so looking forward to it. There's so many more. There's so many more. So check the list. I'll put it in the, like I said, I'll put it in the comment section. And if you're able to, if you have, it's on the flyer that's in my social media page, on my social media pages. Take a look at that. Register your child today. Share it right now. Share it right now. I want to encourage you and implore you to share it right now. Share it right now and register your youth. It's for males and females. All the things. It's free. It starts at 10. It starts at 10 a.m. and it's the approximate time that it will be ending is 2 p.m. Yeah, so yeah, just show up there, register and come on out. Register and come on out. I don't, but there will be like a hot topic portion at the end where parents that have stayed, because parents do not have to stay, but there is a portion for parents who do stay or maybe want to show up for the Q&A at the end, when you get to speak to or ask questions of the facilitators or speakers that will be present at the near the end. I don't have a time for that. I'll put that in the comments and have better, more specific information just in case you are interested, just in case you're interested in that portion of it, as well as registering your child, as well as registering your student. Okay. God be praised. I this time of year, our bishop has a new vision for Abundant Harvest Ministries. For those of you who don't know, that is where I worship. That's where I get fed. That's where I am growing. And there's are tons of us that do. There are tons of us that do that are growing in all those things right there under Bishop Stephen Lawrence and Pastor Lady Robin Lawrence and Minister Stephanie Lawrence. Right? Yes. Big shout out to Minister Steph receiving her title and all the things that come with it, and designation last year. I want to say that was probably in November. Yeah, yes. Big shout out to her for that, and we are so very proud. But yes, I was saying, I'm sorry, I lost my place. Yes, our bishop's vision and our vision for Abundant Harvest Ministries, because we're following our leader, and it is definitely what we've been like gearing up to all this time. All this time we've been gearing up to this pursuit, just being in pursuit of God, being in pursuit of great things and chasing after the Lord right now, and chasing after the Lord right now, and all that he has in store for us, all that is right there and that we can be. So I'm so excited with that, full of that, and I won't say anxious, but just awaiting, like a child on Christmas Day, like, yes, Lord. And it's coming. I'm thankful for knowing that, for trusting that, and for believing in that, because obedience comes out of that. At the beginning of the year, we also start a 21-day Daniel fast. That's another thing that has poured into us at this time, and helping us to have some additional clarity, helping us to draw closer to the wisdom that we have in him, and better ways to apply it to our lives, instructionally, scripturally, and just in everyday life. That's what we've been doing, and that's what being like a servant of the Lord is anyway. Just showing that, walking that walk and talking that talk, applying God's love and his light in your life every single day. And that's what it is, and that's what we're all about there at Abundant Harvest, and I truly am thankful and grateful for that. So I did have some confessions. I think that's what I was thinking about calling this, because I did look, it has been a minute, but I just wanted to, during the holiday season, we were on holiday, so nothing, it was family time. It was like strictly family time, and we were in the moment. So we took leave. At the time, stayed in the area nonetheless, but took leave and took the opportunity to commune with our families more so than anything, and that was such an awesome time, and we look forward to that all the time. You know, getting with family time is the best time. I always say that, because it is the truth. It is the truth. Family time is the best time. But there was something I was doing also during that time, during that downtime, right? And before our fast, note that it was before the fast, because things have changed. I have been obedient, y'all, and I have been committed to the fast. So before that, though, confession, I watched almost every holiday movie on Netflix. Am I the only one guilty of that? I don't even know if it's guilty, but am I the only one that can identify with that? I watched a slew. I love the holiday time. I love the Christmas movies and all of that stuff. I love the warmth, the getting together of families. I love the all of the things, the gift giving, all of it, all of it. I love all of it. Everything that surrounds holiday time, the smells, just the atmosphere, you know, that of holiday cheer and all. That's, yeah, I love that. So the movies, I was into it. I was into it. Who else is going to vouch and say that with me? I know I wasn't the only one. Well, first of all, I know I was the only one because my mom, she wasn't watching them with me, but half the time. But so I know at least me and her, we took part in that activity together half the time. So who else? If you love that kind of stuff, hey, let us know. And if you're chiming in, wherever you're chiming in, or not even chiming in, but wherever you're watching from, chime in the comments and let us know. We would love to know where you are, what city and state, and if you took away anything, if anything helped you, or if the channel didn't help you. However you feel, whatever you want to voice, but we would love to know where you are watching from. Subscribe to the channel definitely, and share it wherever you are in the whole wide world web. Tell us and let us know where you are and how much you soaked up that holiday cheer and all the traditions of the holiday and everything. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. I love it so much. Starting with Thanksgiving. Right after Halloween. Yeah, we're getting ready for Thanksgiving and all the other things that come to follow. That's one confession. What else? I had something else, and I knew I should have written this down. And I also ate my fair share of eggnog ice cream. Yeah, I did. I really did. I mean, and my mother-in-law, bless her heart and her soul and her intentions as well, bless her, would send me over the carton of what is it, Comfort, I think it's Southern Comfort, and she got a pint, I'm saying that right, pint. Okay, all right, well, we know that I'm in Baltimore, we already know that, so pint pint of Southern Comfort eggnog, yummy, and eggnog ice cream, because I love ice cream anyway, but when it's eggnog, yes, eggnog ice cream is my favorite. It's one of my favorites, even especially, well, it's mostly out, and in stores during the holiday times. You really can't find it any other time, but if it was out in the summer, yep, your girl will be on it. Yeah, I will be on it. Now, I am eating better and more conscious and eating well, especially during this Daniel fast time. And that is something that's very important to us, my husband and I, and a lot of other people as well. But we sit around and we talk about that kind of stuff. We talk about like what the juicing. We talk about juicing and the best fruits and vegetables to put together, and we watch videos on, watching those influencers that come on talking about the nurse practitioners, or even the nutritionists. They have their channels and giving us great ideas and giving us great direction, and I was going to say bettering, but improving, a better word, improving our health in a way with food, because we have to eat. We do. We have to eat. We have to eat. So, giving us better ways to eat to live instead of live to eat, right? Better ways to do that with the fruit and vegetables that are from the earth, They aren't filled with pesticides and all the what is it? We were just talking about it. All of the oses. They aren't filled with all of the oses, and they aren't super mass produced in this fashion that's machine operated, So those are some things we need to steer clear of. Those are some things we need to steer clear of. Another confession. I'm thinking about it. And if I would have wrote this down, it would have been so much better, because it may have had a little better order. But in my sharing, another thing is I can't remember if I told you guys that I got diagnosed with high blood pressure. Yes, your girl was diagnosed with high blood pressure. Just in case I don't remember, I don't remember, but that doesn't mean that it didn't happen, because I just don't remember. But your girl was diagnosed with high blood pressure probably, I want to say last year sometimes. I think I did, because I also in a few videos back, I remember sharing with you the importance of taking your medication, because that was something that I was like, I ain't taking that medicine. I'm going to do this and that and da 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 da. Yeah, okay. So, and so I did get on, just to let you know, and so you don't stop taking your medicine, and so you can start taking yours, and excuse me, no to take your meds. I want to support you. I want to support you in that and guide you. And yes, you need to take your medicine. If it's doctor ordered, then please take your medication. Okay. Everything is linked to food. Did you guys know that? Yeah, illnesses and all that. Mostly everything. Things are not an absolute, so I try not to say all. Yeah, so most things are tied to the foods that we eat, because there's so many toxins, because it's messed with so much. Yeah, a lot of things can improve and will improve if we eat properly, if we eat better. I want to say, if we eat better. When we start eating better, our health will change, our energy level will change, our mood, it all. Yeah. So during this fast, though, the Daniel fast, you aren't supposed to eat meat. You aren't supposed to eat sweets. You aren't supposed to eat, I don't have the list in front of me, but I'm telling you what I'm not doing right now, and some of the things that I do remember from the from the fast. Some oils, anything laden with fat or saturated fat, you're not supposed to have that. It's supposed to be really clean. You can look it up online, the Daniel fast and what it entails, and there are people who give you menu, I'm saying menu, but not menu, but recipes. That's the word. That will provide you recipes, or the things that it entails, what to eat, what not to eat, right? What to eat, what to avoid, all the things that you should be avoiding. So it's like nuts, fruits, salad, and plain. Be careful that it's not, because I do love honey roasted. So no honey roasted. That's out. No honey roasted. So you're really watching your sugar intake. Seasonings are okay, according to what I've read concerning the Daniel fast. But salads, no dairy. There's other things as well. So during this time, Yeah, we getting better over here. We getting better. So and you will too. And this isn't something that I'm going to just stop with the Daniel fast, because I was already at my no more meat. I was already at my no more meat place. Uh, for various reasons. I'll save that for a different time, but I was already at my no more meat place. So we have done that before as a family. We have gone meatless. I won't say vegan, but we've gone meatless because we were eating, eggs and uh, turkey, so we weren't meatless, but we weren't vegan totally. So I'll just say we were meatless. We have done that before, and that's where I'm telling Anthony, I was like, babe, you know what? I think in 2026, I'm done. I'm done with it, because just because of the way that I feel, just because of the way that I feel after I eat, whether it's a lot or a little bit, I'm done. And elimination, I'm done. And seriously, we'll have this conversation at another time. I promise we will at another time. I won't put that on you right now. But needless to say, I was diagnosed with high blood pressure last year. So yeah, coming back to what I started. Um, I was diagnosed with high blood pressure last year, and every time I go to the doctor, I couldn't stand going to the doctor, because my blood pressure would be elevated. And I'm like, well, I don't know. And even after I started taking my medication, but more so, it did show that it was helping. It is helping, because I still am taking it. I'm sorry, I still am taking it. But every time I would go, they'd be like, Veteran Wilson, it's kind of high. What are some things that you need to do? And it's like having to answer, like, I know, these are the things that I should do, and, be better with my medicine, watch my food, be more nutritious, and, all that. So I've taken my blood pressure 2 days in a row, and then a couple times last week. My blood pressure has been great. It's been 113 over 75, I want to say, give or take, two two numbers on the high and then the low. Yeah, give or take, around about that each time. And yes, and I feel so much better, feel so much lighter, having like let a whole lot of things go in my obedience to the fast. So pretty much, it's being committed to just eating better. And then with the fast, you're also adding in praying daily, reading daily. It's getting closer to the word. That's the whole point of the fast, is getting closer to God. So it's not just a diet. It's not just a diet without scripture, without prayer. It would just be a diet, but it's not a diet. It's fasting with a purpose of getting closer to Christ, getting closer to the Lord, gaining more wisdom, and your clarity improving and getting sharper, and just wow, being in tune with the Holy Spirit a whole lot more than you were if you wouldn't. So with all those things combined, it's just been great. It's been great. And so I want to go to the doctor. I'm like, I need to make an appointment. I need to see my primary care doctor. I want to go to the doctor now, because I'm like, look, this is my blood pressure now. I'm proud of me. So if your health has improved in any way, shout out to you. Keep doing what you're doing. And if you're doing what you're not supposed to do and your health isn't improving and you want it to improve, look at yourself. And say, I need to stop these things, this, that, and whatever, because you already know what you need to stop, what you need to have less of, right? Because everything in moderation, we're gonna save that. Everything in moderation, though, And I will be going back to some things, but not everything. Not everything. I am totally, I want to be, I want to be so done with meat. I really do. I want to be so done with meat. Um, and this is putting me on the right track. And I'm praying to God about it. So He answers our prayers. So I believe it is so. I do. I believe it is so. So whatever you're trying to do, commit yourself to it, be obedient in it, and keep going. If I had some of this, I had some of that. Get back on it and keep on going. Don't let that mental space that drags us down and keeps us in a place of unforgiving ourselves. Try not to let that take control or take over or take precedence over what your overall goal is. Like if you have another day, you've awoken, thank you Jesus, you've been awake, and you've given the breath in your body, and you can think, the capacity to think and do, then by all means, you have another day to get it right. You have another day to get it right. I wanted to go over some, lastly, what time is it? It's been a minute. Lastly, I'll just go over a few recalls. If you recall, if you recall, and even if you didn't, it's quite okay. But I had started adding some recall items uh to my lives, to these recordings, to the content that is being added to YouTube, because it's important. And what we eat, we all eat. We all eat, and we need to be aware of what's going on. And it's not to place you in a place of fear or anything like that, but it's just to make you aware and to manage yourself accordingly. That's all. It's not to give you any what anxiety concerning food, concerning distributors, or anything like that. It's just to make you aware of what's going on. And I'll put some of the information in the comment section so that you can go to the links. But I can tell you right now, this information is coming from eatingwell.com, eatingwell.com, EATING well.com, all one word, all one phrase, okay? Eatingwell.com. So these first there are a few. I'm just going to go over three very briefly because I'm just going to go over three very briefly. So cookie dough, and if you're in, I'll name some of the areas some of the time, because some of these areas are really broad. Like one of them is like 35 states. So the link will be in the comment section. So, or you could just go to the website yourself and check it out. Check out the designated and specific areas that have been targeted, not targeted, but that it's most relevant to. Okay, so cookie dough was recalled and is being recalled, was recalled in 15 states according to the FDA, and due to salmonella contamination. Once again, I'm reading this from the eatingwell.com webpage. This is not information. I don't yeah, I'm reading this from a website. Okay, this is not my information. Cookie dough was recalled. I guess it's called Doughy chocolate chip cookie dough. I think the brand might be called Doughy, and it's the chocolate chip cookie dough flavor. It's sold in a 12-ounce package, and it has been recalled. The dough has the best buy date of July 4th, 2026, and it was sold in retail locations in the following states: Arizona, California, Colorado, Florida, Illinois, Maryland, Massachusetts, Montana, New Jersey, New York, North Carolina, Ohio, Oregon, Pennsylvania, and Texas. Those are the states. If you live in these states, then this dough was sold to retailers in your area. If you have it in your house, you need to throw it out. And it goes on to say, before you throw it out, hold on. Before you throw it out, check this information, okay? Check this information and read it in its entirety to your understanding, and then take actions after that. I shouldn't tell you what to do with that. Go to the site or just look it up. It doesn't even have to be eating well. You could just put in cookie dough recall and you'll see all the things that come up. And I'm sure there are multiple sites that have reported it. So you'll get multiple, probably some specific things will be the same as to what to do, how it affects you, and things like that. And then you'll get a wherewithal of what you need to do if you should have these products in your home, okay? Definitely don't eat them. Definitely don't eat them. So it says, while no illnesses have been connected, salmonella infection, which we all know, or can have a wherewithal of knowing that it can be severe to sensitive groups, including those who are pregnant, who have immunocompromised systems, and to those age 65 and older, and for young children. Because I do know some people who eat raw cookie dough. Yeah, and it's a thing. Not so much now. I think because we've evolved a little bit and have a little bit more knowledge about that, it's not the safest thing to do. I don't think it's the worst. People still do and they live. So it's choice, and after some research you decide what you want to do, okay? If you have symptoms like diarrhea, nausea, vomiting, or stomach pains after eating the impacted product, contact a healthcare professional as soon as possible. That is what is reported. I read that whole thing. It was kind of short. Okay, once again, that was cookie dough. Cookie dough was recalled. Doughy chocolate chip cookie dough. And of all the cookie doughs, that's like the favorite of everybody's, I think. It's one of my favorites. I love cookies and cookie dough. That's something that I'm tapering off of. I haven't been right now due to the fast, and that's something that I am like really gonna try not to go back to. I was eating too much cookies, y'all. Okay. Anyway, back to the recall. Ground beef was recalled. Raw ground beef was recalled. Raw ground beef was recalled. Approximately 2,855 pounds of raw ground beef has been recalled due to potential E. coli O26 contamination. That's what it says. O26 E. coli O26 contamination, according to the U.S. Department of Agriculture's Food and Safety and Inspection Services, which is FSIS. The recalled beef is labeled Forward Farms grass-fed ground beef. That's a long name. Forward Farms grass-fed ground beef. That's the product. And it's sold in 16-ounce vacuum seal packages. This is information you need to know. This frozen meat, the frozen meat that is affected, I'm sorry, I'm saying frozen. It just says it's raw meat. So it could be frozen, it could not be. But if it says Forward Farms grass-fed ground beef, that's it. Frozen or not, that's it. And it's 16-ounce vacuum sealed packages. The packages that were affected have a printed use or freeze by date of 1/13/26. That was yesterday. Yeah. And bear an establishment number EST 2083. It was produced December 16th, 2025, and sent to distributors at the following states. Okay, at the following states for retail distribution: California, Colorado, Idaho, Montana, Pennsylvania, and Washington. Those are the states that they're saying are most likely affected by this recall. So if you are in those states, if you are in those states, or if you have this product Forward Farms grass-fed ground beef, and it's the 16-ounce vacuum sealed package, those are the ones that they're talking about. The date, use or freeze by date, is 1/13/26, but it has an established number for 2083. So you still may have it because maybe you did freeze it, and it's, we kind of think that when we freeze things, it's okay. We can use it later, even though it may have a date that's here and now, and it's passing that date. It's frozen, so it's okay. Check your meat. Check your meat, because if it has this identifying information, you will want to throw it out. You will want to do something. You will want to not eat it. That's what I'm going to say. You will want to not eat it. Look at me correcting myself. Growth, y'all. Growth. Okay. California, Colorado, Idaho, Montana, Pennsylvania, and Washington are the states that distributors sent this product to, due to, again, potential E. coli O26 infection. And it says it can appear up to 28 days after exposure. The symptoms include diarrhea, stomach cramps, nausea, vomiting, and low-grade fever. The same individuals that are sensitive to the symptoms that are described are adults age 65 or older, younger children, and immunocompromised adults, and people who are pregnant. Okay, they're most at risk for life-threatening illness due to the infection. So if you should have any of those symptoms and you are in that range, or maybe not, you might not be in that range. It might not be life-threatening to you, but for those who are in this range that I just described, the adults age 65 and older, it can have much worse impact and effect to your body and to your health. So if you are experiencing any signs of foodborne illness, contact a healthcare provider immediately. Once again, I'm reading this information off of the eatingwell.com website, and this is the nationwide recalls for January 2026 that I'm reading this from. Let's see, there's one more that I'm going to share with you. It's more on here. Oh, yeah. And it's sausage. There's a recall on ready to eat kielbasa sold nationwide, announced by the FSIS, and they just wrote FSIS this time, but I want the food, where was it? Because they kind of set it out, gave what it stands for. The Department of Agriculture's Food Safety and Inspection Service are the ones who identified this sausage to be recalled, and due to potential foreign matter contamination, specifically metal fragments in the product. I'm reading from the site, okay? Eatingwell.com. The kielbasa recalled in Olympia Provisions Uncured Holiday Kielbasa sold in 16-ounce vacuum sealed plastic packaging with a best by date of February 19, 2026. And it has an established mark or number of 39928. You know how you get those, people gift meat, right? People gift meat. The packs that have selected various meats and cheeses, possibly. That's what I'm thinking that it is. And if you didn't eat it, or it could be just plain kielbasa, just want a roll of sausage in a packaging, and you may not eat it. You may not have eaten it at the party. You might have frozen it. I'm laughing, but that is true. We'll freeze some stuff and save it so later, especially if it's more than one or more than two, or more than what we want right now. We will freeze some food, okay, and eat it later. Some of us more than others, but some of us will. Let me see. Mm, check your meat. If it's this kielbasa, it is Olympia Provisions Uncured Holiday Kielbasa, okay? And it's the 16-ounce vacuum sealed plastic packaging with the best buy date of February 19th, 2026. Don't eat this. Don't eat it. Don't eat it. The recall kielbasa was nationwide, was available nationwide through online direct to consumer sales, so it went everywhere. Share the share the information. Share the information. So it can be anywhere. It can be anywhere. In somebody's freezer or what have you. And we're praying for you. If you experience finding metal in your food, oh my gosh, do not be alarmed. Please do be aware, okay? That's what this information is for. And I am not a recall expert. I'm not a food expert or anything of the sort. I'm giving you information for your awareness and for you to take action thereafter. Not to hurt you or anything like that, but just to give you information and make you aware, okay? It was sold online, direct to consumer sales, and was sold at retail locations in California, Oregon, and Washington. So not only was it sold online and went out to the masses, it was also sold in retail locations in California, in Oregon, and in Washington. If you are in those areas, if you receive this sausage, I'll say it one more time. The kielbasa recall is Olympia Provisions Uncured Holiday Kielbasa, okay? Do not eat it. Do not eat it. What it's telling you to do, the recall was a result of a consumer complaint finding somebody found the metal in their sausage. Although there were no additional reports or any injuries connected to this announcement that's here, I don't know. I personally don't know of any, and I hadn't heard any on the news, but you never know. And what we don't know is just what they don't tell us. But dispose of any affected products and contact a healthcare professional with any questions or concerns. I know a couple of videos back, and that was the last recall. But I know a couple of videos back, they were saying it was like active. These are active recalls even now, but there were like really new recalls, and they were saying to, if you have the receipt or whatever, contact the manufacturer so that you can get your money back. I would do that as well. If you have a receipt that you have purchased this meat, it is not edible anymore, and I would seek some kind of refund, see what they have to say. The choice is yours. The choice is yours, but that's not an option that they say here. But I'm sure that if you have a receipt saying that you paid for this item and it's no longer edible, seeing that there's a recall on it for metal contaminants, yeah, I want my money back. I think that is reasonable. I do. What do you think? If you had the receipt, then I will call. If I had the meat, if I bought it, if I purchased it, I might not have it if it was a gift. I might have a gift receipt. That might work too. But at any rate, do not eat the kielbasa, okay? That is it for the recalls that I'm sharing on today. There are more. I would not try not to get soaked in and anxiety ridden by the recalls that are out there. Just be aware and do your due diligence and doing the research that it takes, or doing the due diligence and taking the actions that are suggested in the information that you read. That's what I want to leave you guys with. I'm not trying to make you scared or afraid to eat or anything like that, because it could send somebody into a frenzy. Do not go into a frenzy. Do not get anxious and out of control because it's so much. And try not to. This is for your awareness, so that you can conduct yourselves accordingly and take the actions that are suggested, or or in some fashion keep you from ingesting and doing the wrong thing with the wrong food, like so with food that has been marked that it's not edible. We need to know these things, and knowing is half the battle. Remember that, knowing is half the battle. Well, that's it. I'm out of here. If you have any questions for me, let me know. I'm at emerge2 Check out the website, www.emerge2wellness.com, and or you can email at empower@emerge2wellness.com. Yes, so that's what my cause the website and the email. Let me know where, let me know where you're watching from. If you got anything, if you learned anything, let me know. If you have other information that I can add to maybe the next one, to the next chime in, which is only going to be like twice or 3 times a week. I'm not going to burden myself. That's something that I'm not doing. I'm done. And it was something I was doing to me. So if that was you, 2026, I'm not doing it. Don't overburden yourself making things bigger than they have to be. At any rate, I'm out of here. You guys have an awesome and blessed day. The flyer for the Youth Life Skills Conference is on my social media page. When I give it somebody who can show me how to put it on YouTube, because everything has to have motion or something. Anyway, at any rate, and that might be dependent on subscribers or something like that. So subscribe to the channel. subscribe, and like. I love it. Comment if you will, if you can. I would love that as well. Send me an email. Hype up the Life Skills Conference. Send your child. Ask them how it was. Stay for the hot topics portion. All of the above. I pray that you have a wonderful and blessed rest of the day, rest of the year. Just in case you like, this girl is whatever. You know what? Peace be unto you. Peace be unto you. But come back. Things are changing. I'm so much looking forward to sharing some additional updates with you guys, and just have a fantastic rest of your day. Chime in with your girl. It's Chat with Kat and Friends, and Emerge to Wellness. Signing off, you guys. Have a blessed and wonderful rest of your day.